Hey, I
Yes,
saw
and
you tweeted that your next book in your children's series is soccer related, and it was like perfect timing for what's going on with the U.S. women's national team, right?
Yeah, sometimes better to be lucky than good in that sense. And it was an idea I'd had for a while because even though, I mean, with all the progress that we've made and, you know, what this women's team is doing in terms of upping the recognition of female athletes and all sorts of good stuff, I know that there are still coaches and parents and stuff who push back at the notion of girls competing with boys. Remember Monet Davis when she was on the cover of Sports Illustrated? I think it's 6 years ago now. Mm-hmm. And so I created a storyline about a girl who wants to play on a boys soccer team and who is very good. Mm-hmm. And it was a lot of fun to do. It skews a little younger than some of my more recent kids' books have. The two kids who are the heroes, a boy and a girl, are sixth graders. I've kids who are in high school. So it was a different experience to write it, but it was a lot of fun.
So the women's national team, I guess they're in the final here, and I think they've been fortunate here. A couple close games. They've been on the right side of some calls. They were the beneficiary of a terrible penalty kick. Yes. But I wonder what your take is on this, and we might be in line on this again, John. Maybe find myself as I'm getting older, and this is kind of embarrassing because I'm very immature in most ways. But I used to love a Terrell Owens celebration, an Ocho Cinco thing, right, where you put on the Hall of Fame jacket, or the Icky Shuffle. I get a kick out of that. But now, and I know this is sort of the nature of soccer, and I'm not going back to the initial. That we agreed about that. Like, that was over the top. But even yesterday, and Alex Morgan is a classy woman, there's no doubt about it. But even yesterday, and it's not a big deal, but she did a little tea thing. I have to be honest and say I didn't like it initially. I said, I like celebrations that are about the team, not me celebrations. Not, when they score a goal and they make it all about them and they're pointing at themselves. And
you don't like the koozie bird?
I mean, you could find exceptions to everything. But generally speaking, I'm not a huge fan of those anymore as I'm getting older. And I don't want my kids to do that.
And I mean, obviously I'm older than you. But even when I was young, a million years ago, I wasn't a big fan of that. And I think you make a good celebration about you.
Yes,
now,
that's what it is.
When the Joe Gibbs teams used to do that, what was it called when they'd all get together? Yeah. See, that was okay because that was all of them.
Right.
And it wasn't crazy over the top, and it was a high five. I didn't have a problem with that. I liked the Icky Shuffle because it was different. It was original. But overall, I'm from the Bear Bryant school. That certainly dates me. When you get to the end zone, act like you've been there before. I don't like the guys. You know what? The celebration I hate more than any that's become prevalent in sports is pounding your chest.
Yeah.
Me. Look what I did.
Exactly.
I can't stand that.
Well, I'll tell you the other one that's annoying.
Especially in team games.
Yeah, I 100% agree, and that's what I'm getting at. Now, the Alex Morgan thing wasn't that at all. But
it wasn't crazy, and it actually had a little bit of humor to it.
Yeah.
Drinking the tea. But the game's not over by any means. Celebrate your goal, and then go play. And like you said, they were lucky to get out of there with a win. That was one of the worst penalty kicks I've ever seen. I could have stopped that.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.